Hi, it's Edward here. I know I'm in scrub. I'm about to go to work, but I wanted to go ahead and record this really quickly for you. You will see this again occasionally. Just letting you know, I am probably going to work soon, so just letting you know. Now, today's topic is whether or not you should quit your job. There's really three factors that you need to consider when you're deciding that. It is scary when trying to quit your job. You're like, oh my god, if this happens and that happens and that happens and that happens, it's like, oh my gosh. And then you curl up in a ball and you're like, oh my Jesus, I'm just gonna stay with my job, and that's all you do. It happens. Don't worry about it. It's okay. Calm your thing down. Just calm. Seriously, calm. Let's take it a little bit at a time. So, number one, income. Yes, your job provides a steady income. Is that going to help you? Yes. Keep your job, it has a steady income. If you need to keep it, keep it. It has a steady income, it's there for you. The other thing that you need to consider, though, is that it does provide a steady income, but what about time? Which is the number two thing I have to talk about. You've got only so much time. So, you got a steady income, but if that is all you're spending your time doing is producing that steady income, then at the end of the day, you're not going to have time for anything else. You're going to have time to do this. I'm going to work. I come home. I eat. Now what am I doing? I'm back at the computer and I'm doing my business. I go to sleep. Repeat day. That sounds so goddamn boring. Don't do that. That sounds boring. In the end of the day, guess what you are? You're an employee in your own business. That doesn't sound appealing to me. It's like you're working for your boss and then you're working for you as a boss. That just doesn't make any sense. So don't do that. Yeah, you will lose a little bit of time if you continue to do your job. So take off a little bit of time from your work so you can spend it in your business. One of the biggest things I look for when I'm looking for a job is it part-time? Do I need to spend all my time on this? If I don't need to spend all my time for this, great. I'm looking for a part-time job that gives me enough income to just go by and at the same time gives me time to start working on my business outside. That's what you gotta do. At the same time, if your job is making enough income, a little bit of extra income, it's an excellent opportunity to do this. It's called outsourcing. Hell, do you think Mark Zuckerberg is sitting in front of his computer? And I'm talking about Facebook here, the CEO of Facebook. I don't think he's sitting in front of his computer all day long. I'm watching his news feed. He's helping children in Africa, and he's running marathons, and he's doing things. And he's spending time with his family. I see him with his family. It's cute. He's not spending it all day in front of his computer. If you got extra income, guess where that goes? It goes to paying other people so they can do some tasks for you and save you time. We entrepreneurs are always looking for time. So, second big factor is time. You gotta think, how much time am I gonna have if I quit a little bit here in my job? Do I have a little bit more time for my entrepreneur business? You gotta put a little bit of time in that business, and sometimes you just gotta take a little bit less income. So, that's another factor to consider. Mix and match to you. That's the best thing I can tell you. Now, the third thing is, this is a thing that I don't know. Sometimes people miss it. I don't know why. But here's the thing. If you quit your job completely and just go into entrepreneurship, you're taking a lot of risks. Number one, you'll know everything that's involved in entrepreneurship, and there's a lot involved. Believe me, there's a lot involved. I've got to take care of like thousands of things. I got to take care of my website, I got to take care of me, and I got to take care of like a team, and I got to take care of social media, and I got to take care of, my family. And it's just like, there's too much to take care of. So, here's the thing. Too much to take care of. I only got so much time. And also, there's things I don't know about. So, what do I gotta do? Well, it's actually very simple. When you're in your job, you get experience. This is the thing I love about jobs, is that I'm in a job, I'm protected. I have a boss. He knows what he's doing. He's already established a business. I can easily see while I'm in that job the things that happen in a business. The things that are working well and the things that aren't working well. If you do jump into an entrepreneurship right away, the risk you are taking is that you will not know what to do when things come up. Because I've been in a job, I know what things can come up and I know how to deal with them. But if you have never been in a job and you automatically go for entrepreneurship, that is the risk you're taking. So I do hope that that kind of helped you a little bit with your decision. These are some factors that you do need to consider when you are deciding to go ahead and quit or not quit your job. I personally would recommend that you do, stay with your job, as you can see, but at the same time, there are those factors that you do need to consider. So I do hope that helped you, and I do hope to see you in the next video.